Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Monday, July 3rd, I'm Chris Allen here on the SAM channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Look, no red today, no red graphics. Weather stick is blue. After day upon day upon day of red, we're back to the blue. For now, anyway, it looks like we're going to get a nice break from all the severe weather. Yesterday was an active day during the afternoon after we reached a high of 94 officially at the Bowling Green Airport. That was 5 degrees warmer than the average of 89. And get this, we picked up an inch and 53 hundredths. Nice. An inch and a half of rain officially at the Bowling Green Airport. Some of you picked up more than that. Others, like in previous days, didn't get all that much. But that is the most 1 day or 24-hour rainfall total we have had all at once in a very long time. And guess what it's done to the year to date numbers? We're now just at a deficit of 2 3/4 inches. Remember, we were like over 4 inches with a deficit of rainfall. We've cut that in half pretty much. So that was good to have. Now we get a little bit of a breather, and things are looking much better today. Let's take a look at radar, and you can see some of the leftover showers ahead of the cold front. Now, the cold front placed on this map is actually just a little east of Bowling Green. It hasn't updated yet, but the actual cold front is now east of Bowling Green. So any kind of shower activity that gets going today is going to be east of that frontal boundary. So we're looking at maybe Lake Cumberland, Dale Hollow Lake, over toward I-75 in central and eastern Kentucky, more likely to see any kind of shower activity today, while those of us along the I-65 corridor, or should I say I-65 corridor, emphasis on the 60 and not the 70, we're going to get a break today. It's going to be very nice behind that cold front, maybe even just a tad less humid, and temperatures more into the mid 80s. So that's a nice break. But there are showers still in the forecast as we go on into the next several days. So I'll show you that in just a minute. Let's check temperatures this morning at just after 5 a.m. as I record the podcast. Here's a look at Kentucky Mesonet temperatures on this Monday morning as we get ready to celebrate the 4th of July, tomorrow being the official day. But some of you have today off. I get that. Meh. You get today off and tomorrow off. Lucky you. Here's a look at temperatures. 60s far eastern Kentucky. There's a few upper 60s around here, but mostly it's 70s to start out this morning. Looking at the past 24 hours of rainfall, and there you go. This is nice to see. Look at Hart County, over 2 inches of rain, an inch and a half, and Adair County, inch and a half, in Metcalfe County, 2 inches, in Cumberland County, an inch and almost 7/10, down in Monroe County, an inch and 64 hundredths. In Allen County, there's our 1 inch on the southern tip out at the Ag Expo Center, but then almost 2 inches of rain at the Corvette site for the Kentucky Mesonet. That's very, very good. So to split the difference here, it's about 153 at the airport, which is kind of right in here between those two Mesonet sites. Look at Western Kentucky yesterday, hardly anything. I mean, they got a little bit, but not all that much. I mean, even Russellville and Franklin missed out on the biggest rainfall yesterday. As we had that those storms, when they formed, they just kind of trained over the same area, and there was a little bit of flooding that took place, some flood advisories and things like that. But overall, This was a good rainfall that we received yesterday, and very little in the way of severe weather. There were a few reported trees down, a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but overall, this was much tamer than some of the events that we've had in previous days. Let's take a look at the 10-day blender, and we're going to see some tamer temperatures. Is that, can I say that? Tamer temperatures? Sure, why not? I said it. So, looking at more mid 80s today, and as I mentioned, there could be slightly less humid air. We're back to around 90 tomorrow for the 4th and 90 for the 5th. And then after that, as we get into the end of the week and the upcoming weekend, and it looks like even the beginning of next week, temperatures are going to be right there where we should be for this time of the year, on average, mid to upper 80s. Nothing too hot, nothing too offsetting or off putting. So we're good. Looks like a lot of this volatile weather may be settling down a bit, and that would be fine. I think that would be fine. All of us would agree on that one. All right, let's take a look at the model map. And we're under the influence of high pressure as the cold front is making its way east. Put things into motion, you'll see that really the only place that we're looking at something happening later today would be in southern Tennessee and maybe eastern Kentucky and along and north of the Ohio River. But for us in southern Kentucky, I mean, there could be like a lone renegade shower that tries to pop up, but I don't even believe that's going to happen. Tonight, very quiet. Tomorrow, we'll see kind of the same thing. Now, uh, the models are trying to put in the possibility of a late day pop up shower, but this would be more of your typical summertime. Everything looks good during the day. So if you've got something planned tomorrow, you should be just fine. Maybe late in the day, there will be these little popcorn showers that pop up late in the day. And again, you can't go by the exact placement on the map, but it's the typical stuff. It's not going to be the stuff that we've had the last several days. It's not going to be like that. This will be just, oh, it's time for a shower late in the day. And then after dark, it just all fades away. It's going to be that kind of deal. It's not going to be the deal of here comes these thunderstorms that just blow up and then just wreck everything. It's not going to be like that. I mean, some of them may have the capability of some brief wind and maybe small hail and stuff like that. But as far as severe weather, nah, I don't. I mean, there. It just doesn't look like that's going to be the case this time. So I would go ahead and keep your plans for tomorrow, the 4th. Keep your outdoor plans. But again, as I always caution everybody, just monitor the weather. I don't think it's going to be anything too significant. Today we get a break, so you may want to, instead of doing something tomorrow, if you can, do it today if you're worried about any kind of rain. But tomorrow, I think much of the day is going to be fine. And then late in the day, we could get maybe a few pop up storms. Here's a look at the maps. Here comes the cold front, which is pushing through right now, pushing the rain to the east of us and surrounding us, sort of, this afternoon. But I think for the most part, southern Kentucky is going to remain rain free. High pressure dominating. The front sags southward tonight and early Tuesday. And then by Tuesday afternoon, there's a little pushback, and there it is late in the day. Again, the pop up showers possible, not a guarantee. As the front becomes more of a warm front and just kind of lays across the Mid South region. So here we go into Wednesday. We get a little more moisture coming back, maybe a few thunderstorms. Thursday looks to be the best day to get the better coverage of rain as another cold front makes its way through the area. Excuse me. But by Friday, it's now east of us. Into Saturday, there's still going to be some leftover showers. So for the weekend, on and off scattered showers, a few thunderstorms. Same thing goes into Sunday, but it's not going to rain the entire time. And this pattern that we've been in of the last week or so, I think it's going to be finally we today starts to break that pattern. And so we're not continuously looking at, well, it's another severe weather threat day. It's another day we could have wind damage, another day we could have large hail, flooding rains, all that. I think things are going to be a little bit quieter, thank goodness, for the next several days, even though we still have a few showers in the forecast. All right. Wow. Short and sweet. I was able to cut the time in half because things are not going to be all that bad. Huh. Now, what do I do for the next 10 minutes? Oh, okay. Yes. Wrap it up. Thank you. So headed to the radio. I am on today on the radio station, Sam 100.7, going in here in a few minutes to start the morning show at 6. I'm going to get back into giving away Beach Bend tickets and some other event tickets that are coming up, Sky Pack tickets, Hot Rods tickets, all of that coming up this morning. Now, I will tell you that I am taking, like most people, taking tomorrow off, but I will be here with a weather update tomorrow morning, even though it's a holiday. I will sacrifice my time for you guys. You're like, yeah, whatever. No, I'll be here. I'll be here. It's not a big deal. Okay, you guys, have a great Monday. God bless you. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you on the radio.